Do you want to create an e-learning website in the fastest possible time? LearnDash Cloud can give you exactly what you need. In this video, we will show you how to create a complete e-learning website with LearnDash Cloud step by step. LearnDash Cloud is the hosted version of LearnDash plugin in pre-built WordPress websites. It comes with lots of necessary add-ons inside at absolutely no extra cost. Without further ado, let's start. We're here on the official website of LearnDash. You can find this link in the description below. After you come here, you can click on pricing, and this will bring you to the LearnDash pricing page. So the first thing that you can purchase is the base LearnDash LMS plugin. You can purchase the licenses for 1 site, 10 sites, or unlimited sites, okay? But what we are looking for is the LearnDash Cloud, is this one, okay? So LearnDash Cloud is basically a hosted WordPress site with LearnDash already installed. This is the easiest and fastest way to launch your LearnDash website. And since this is a LearnDash Cloud hosted website, you don't have to worry about your site being slow or your site being down sometimes, so you'll have the best performance. So you can purchase the pay annually or pay monthly plan, whichever suits you. You can pick any one. And let's take a look at what you'll get with LearnDash Cloud. So it's a full website ready to go, complete with beautiful templates and customization tools to build your courses that match your brand. So you'll also have access to beautiful, professionally designed templates. You can simply import a starter site and start building your LMS website. Okay, so LearnDash Cloud actually includes the base LearnDash LMS plugin, the Pro panel, which shows you the statistics and analytics of your website, and it also comes with iThemes Security Pro, so you will have premium level protection for your WordPress site. And of course, hosting is already there. The Pro panel normally costs $49, but with LearnDash Cloud, you'll get it for free. So to purchase this, simply click on a plan that you like. So I'm clicking on the annual plan, and I'm going to click on Get LearnDash Cloud button. So it will take you to this page. So in order to purchase, you actually have to have a LearnDash account. So you can log in, or you can just create your account from here, and then you can proceed with the purchase. Okay, so if you have any coupon code, you can paste it over here and click on the apply button. The coupon code will be applied. Okay, so after you're done, you will be redirected to your LearnDash dashboard. Okay, so after you purchase your LearnDash Cloud plan, you will be brought to this dashboard. So here you can see there's the Cloud sites, billing, support, and edit profile option. So from here, it will take a few minutes for your WordPress site to be created. So after it's created, you can see the URL over here. You can see that this is our URL and our site status is active, and it also tells us when our next payment is due. So you can look at the subscriptions detail from here. And now if you click on here, you can visit your site. Okay, so let's click on it and see how our site looks. Okay, so this is our site, and you can see this is the Hello World post. We haven't imported any theme, but we will. Okay, so let's get out of here and let's go to our dashboard again. Okay, so from here we can visit our site admin. To make changes to your site, you need to visit your site admin. And to get your site credentials, you can click on this button, show site credentials. So I'm clicking on it. Okay, as you can see, it shows us our site URL and our username and password. Okay, so this is our credentials for logging into our WordPress admin dashboard. Okay, so I'm going to close it now. And let's visit our WordPress admin dashboard. Okay, so as soon as you click on Visit Admin, you're going to see the LearnDash Setup Wizard. So if you install the LearnDash plugin and activate the plugin, the LearnDash Setup Wizard is the first thing that you see. So for LearnDash Cloud, the same thing is here. When you visit your site admin for the first time, you're going to see the Setup Wizard. So you can dismiss the setup from here by clicking on this Dismiss Setup Wizard, or you can just get started. So since this is our first time using LearnDash Cloud, let's see if there's anything new, and let's get started. Okay, so this is the username and password section. So this is new for LearnDash Cloud. When we used the normal plugin, we didn't see this page. Okay, so this is our login URL. Of course, this is a very big URL and it's currently given us a temporary URL. So when you're ready to launch your site live, you can assign a custom domain name to your site. You can also purchase your domain from HostGator, Namecheap, or any other websites. And then after you do that, you have to point your DNS to your domain name for your site to load. Okay, so we'll look at that later on. Right now, we need to choose a username and a password. So let's go ahead and choose a username and password for our LearnDash Cloud. Okay, so we have chosen a username and a password, and the password is very strong. So after that, we're going to click on the next button. And now it's asking us for our site name, tagline, and logo. This screen is also kind of new because we haven't seen this part of the setup wizard when we were using the normal plugin. Okay, so let's give our site a name. Okay, so we have named our site Online Academy, so which is a short tagline to tell visitors more about what makes your site unique. Okay, so just choose a unique tagline. So I'm going to choose a tagline for my site. Okay, so I've given the tagline, learn all about WordPress. Okay, so after that, we are going to choose a logo. So you can skip this, but since they're asking for a logo, let's upload it. Okay, so we have selected our logo, and now let's click on next. Okay, so this is a step which is very familiar to us. Here it says, tell us about your courses. So we can tell our setup wizard what type of courses we want to create. So the first question is, how many courses are you planning to create? So here you can choose just one or multiple. So if you just want to create one course on your website, you can select just one. If you're planning to create multiple courses, you can select multiple. So depending on what you choose, the setup wizard will accommodate you. Okay. So the next question is, what types of courses will you have? So here are 4 options: simple, certificate, timed, and group courses. So the simple type of course, which is a video or text-based course without certificates or quizzes. So you can create a video or text-based course which will not have certificates or quizzes. The next type is certificate, which is a video or text-based course including quizzes and certificate. So in this course, you can include your certificates and quizzes. Okay. The next type is the timed. So this is a video or text-based course including quizzes and certificates. Okay, so this is same as the certificate one, but it will be timed. And the next one is group courses. So a group course led by group leaders, perfect for cohorts, corporate training, and classrooms. Okay, so you can select all 4 of these options. You can select simple, certificate, timed, and group courses. For me, I'm going to select only these 3, simple, certificate, and timed. And then I'm going to select multiple. And now I'm going to click on next. And here it's asking us, do you want to charge for your courses? So this is the payment gateway setup. So if you don't want to charge for your courses, if you select no, there's no need to set up any payment gateway, Stripe or WooCommerce. So we are going to select yes. And it gives us 2 options. How would you like to accept payments? You can either connect Stripe or you can select WooCommerce. So I'm going to select WooCommerce for this, but you can select Stripe as well. LearnDash supports both. So I'm going to select WooCommerce. And after you select WooCommerce, it will say we'll install the plugins you need. So when we click on the next, it will install WooCommerce as well. So let's scroll down, and it's asking us which currency would you like to accept. So you can click on this drop down and select your currency. So there's a lot of countries to choose from. You can see there are Bahamas, Barbados, Belgium. So there are a lot of countries. So I want to select United States. Okay, so United States is there. This is the dollar. I'm going to select this one, and then I'm going to click on next. And now this is the summarization of the setup wizard. It's asking us what it will set up for us. So it's saying we will create the following pages for you: a registration page, registration success page, reset password, and a profile page. Okay. So this will allow students to register for your courses, confirm successful registration. So after they've registered, they will see the successful registration page. They can also reset their account passwords and view their progress in their own profile. Okay, so for the next part, we'll install the following add-ons for you. So we will explore all the add-ons later on, but currently, based on our selection, LearnDash Wizard will install these 3 add-ons for us. So if we are going to create a certificate-based course, we need to create our own certificate. So LearnDash will install its certificate builder for us. It will also create a course grid, which will display all available courses in a grid on the courses page. And finally, it will install the WooCommerce for handling payments. Okay, so we're going to click on Save and Complete. Okay, so in the next page, you can see that it's launched the WooCommerce setup wizard, but we are not going through the setup wizard just right now. We are just going to skip the setup store details, and we're going to go to our WordPress admin dashboard. So I'm going to click on No Thanks. Okay, so the first thing is telling us thanks for choosing Kadence theme. I think it selected the Kadence theme. No worries, we'll get right to it. The next is the general welcome to WordPress. So everything will be updated since you're using LearnDash Cloud. And these are some general statistics. Okay, so we also have iThemes Security Pro installed. This is a very good security plugin for WordPress. Okay, so before proceeding further, I think it would be wise to check out how many plugins that are installed and activated on our site. Okay, so let's click on plugins. Okay, so these are all the plugins that have been installed into our site. Okay, so the first plugin is the Akismet Anti-Spam. It's installed but not activated. You can delete it if we want. The next one is the Cache Enabler, which is the caching plugin. The next one is the CDN Enabler, Code Snippets, Fluent Forms, and the iThemes Security Pro, which we just saw on the dashboard. The next one is the Kadence Starter Templates. So in the dashboard, we saw a notification that was asking us to activate the Kadence Starter Template. So if we activate this plugin, we will be able to import the starter templates from Kadence. Okay, so the next one is the LearnDash Licensing and Management plugin, and the core LearnDash LMS plugin, the Certificate Builder, the Course Grid, and the LearnDash LMS WooCommerce integration. So these 3 have been installed through the setup wizard. And the next one is the Redis Object Cache. And the other one is the Starter Templates by Brainstorm Force. I don't think we will be needing this, but since it's here, let's keep it. The next one is the WooCommerce plugin. So these are the plugins installed on our site. So let's get back to the home. And before proceeding further, we should check out all the options in our dashboard. So the LearnDash LMS plugin is basically the LMS plugin. It has all the options over here. You can see courses, lessons, and it also installed the certificate builder. And the next is the LearnDash Cloud. So if we click on LearnDash Cloud, it takes us to the support page. You can see we're here to help you. So this is basically the knowledge base or documentation. So if you're stuck, or if you want to learn more about LearnDash, or if you just want a tutorial guide, everything is over here. Getting started, LearnDash Core, add-ons, users and groups, reporting, user guides, troubleshooting, FAQs, accounts and billing. So there's all the options over here. So if you want to search for something, you can search over here. Also, you can create a support ticket to find the answers you're looking for. Okay, so after that, this is the setup wizard. From here, you can launch the setup wizard once again. So if you have missed something, you can relaunch it. Since we have already gone over our site and course details, it says it's complete. The next setup is the design your site. And it's all about appearance. So it's going to tell us to select a starter template. And finally, configuring the Stripe payment method, but we haven't selected Stripe, we have selected WooCommerce. So we have to set up WooCommerce to configure our payment gateway. And this is the manage courses. This is basically the tutorial. You can learn how you can work with LearnDash. And this is the launch with a custom domain. So when you're ready to launch your LearnDash site, here you can set up your domain. Okay. So after you're ready to make your site live and launch it, this is where you can set up a custom domain. Okay. Okay. So we'll take a look at this later on, and let's move on. The next are the posts, media, pages, comments, WooCommerce, products. These are all the generic things. And here is the security. So LearnDash Cloud uses iThemes security for its security plugin. So it's really fantastic. They're giving you a premium security protection for your LearnDash site. Fantastic. Okay, so if we go back to our website, let's click on Visit Site. So it's the same, but it's using our logo now, and it has our site name, and a few pages are over here: the cart, checkout, my account, profile and registration, and the hello world. So we're going to change everything. So let's go back to our dashboard. So we already have a Kadence theme installed, but how can we import a starter template? So let's take a look at this notification over here. It's telling us, want to get started with a beautiful starter template? Install the Kadence Starter Templates plugin to launch an optimized design in minutes. So we're going to activate the Kadence Starter Templates. So this is a plugin which has been already installed. We are now just activating it. Wow, there are so many themes. This is a cooking course. This is a fall festival. But also these are also pro. I think we need Kadence Pro in order to import these templates. We're going to take a look at free themes for now. And this is a good theme: painting service, barbershop, interior design. Okay, we have scrolled through all the themes, and these are actually a lot of themes. So let's actually filter the free ones, the free only. Okay, so we have these templates which are completely free, and we can import them. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the free themes. This is an agency, SaaS, online courses, real estate, freelance. So there are a lot of free themes which actually go with our theme. So we want to select the online courses. I think this is a good theme. Let's click on it and let's check out how this looks. There's the featured courses, although we are going to just create one simple course, but still let's take a look at this one. Popular subjects. So this theme is basically for if you want to have multiple courses, all right? Software development, language, data science. This is a really, really well-made theme, and we can actually change the colors. Say if we select this color, it's going to change. So we can use any color combination we want. Okay. Yeah, why not? Let's use this theme. Okay, so to import this theme, we can import either a single page or a full site. So the important information is given to us. If we scroll down a little, it also tells us that a plugin is required, which is the Kadence blocks. So if we work with this theme, we need to install the Kadence blocks as well. Okay, so we're going to click on full site. So you can subscribe and start importing your site, or you can skip and start importing. So there are some important details over here. It says that we need to install the Kadence blocks, and this is the color palette we have selected. From the advanced settings, we can see the import customizer settings and import content. So all these are okay, so we're going to skip and start importing. So it's importing our content, so we are going to have to wait. All right, so our site has been imported. So you can see it's over here, and we can view our site now. So let's click on Finish to view your site button. Wow, fantastic. It has imported everything. So if you're building a multi-course website, multi-course e-learning site, you can simply import this template and replace all of these categories into the category you're teaching. Okay, so this is fantastic. Okay, we're going to go back to our dashboard now. Okay, so it also has installed the Kadence blocks over here. Help us make Kadence blocks even better. You can allow or continue, or you can skip. It's up to you. These are all the features of the Kadence blocks. Okay, so we are going to be using Kadence blocks. Anyway, so let's go back to the dashboard homepage and let's explore some other settings of LearnDash before diving into courses. Okay, so if we click on LearnDash LMS, since this is the core plugin, you can see there are several options over here. There's courses, lessons, topics. So it brought us to the courses section. So we don't have any courses yet. We can click on this Add Your First Course button, and it's going to take us to the course builder where we can build our course. So how a LearnDash course is built, let me give you just a small description. You give a title to your course, you add a description to your course. In the description, you can add texts, videos, or other media files. And next, you create various lessons for your course, okay? And then you can add several topics within those lessons. And then you can include quizzes and assignments to those topics and lessons. So it might be difficult to understand when I'm saying it, but when I'll show you, you'll understand everything. So the next thing is the lessons. You can see we don't have any lessons. Since we don't have any course, we don't have any lesson. We can click on this button to add our first lesson, but we won't do that right now. We are going to create it from the course builder, okay? Next option is the topics. You can add topics within lessons to create even more hierarchy in your course. Some course admins might only create section headings and add lessons to each sections, but topics give you one additional level of organization. Next, we can see there are quizzes, questions, certificates, groups. So let me explain what all of these are. So quizzes are a set of questions that you can add to your topics or lessons. Okay, you can create one set of quiz and then add various questions to it. So that's how it works. And next, there's the certificates. Of course, if you're creating a paid course, you would want your students to have a beautiful certificate. And LearnDash has a certificate builder. So we have the certificate builder. I will show you how you can create the certificate in this video. Later on, we have the groups. So of course, this is self-explanatory. If you have multiple users on your WordPress website, you can add those users to other groups. And then you can assign a group leader who will be monitoring the progress of the other group members. So with this dynamics, you can create a multi-course, multi-instructory courses with LearnDash. Okay, the next option is the challenge exams. The challenge exams is an interesting feature. It allows you to create a challenge exam for your learners or your students in order to test if they understand the topic properly so that they can skip that course and move on to the next course. So through this process, you can save your students some time, and if they understand a topic really well, there's no point going through each lessons and topics. Instead, they can just take the challenge exams. If they answer it properly, they can move on with the next course. Okay, so the next one is the coupons. Of course, you can create coupons for your courses. And the next one is the assignments. You will be able to create assignments for students. And the design option, this is a new option that you will see in LearnDash Cloud. If you click on it, it's going to take you to the templates page where you can choose a template for your course. If you're not happy with the template right now, you can select another template you want. For example, if you want, you can just preview this LearnDash Academy and then import that theme. But we're currently happy with our theme, so we're not going to select another one. So let's get back. The next one is the reports. So the reports actually consists of your user data, your quiz data, and transaction information. So since we have no users, no courses, there's no report over here. The next one is very important, which is the add-ons. You can see that this is a very beautifully designed section. There's also a documentation on LearnDash add-ons. If you want, you can read. But this is the add-ons that we have currently. So these are the installed add-ons, which is the LearnDash LMS core plugin, the certificate builder, the WooCommerce for LearnDash so that you can integrate your LearnDash with WooCommerce, and then LearnDash Course Grid, LearnDash Licensing and Management. So all these are installed. You can also deactivate it from here. And these are all the available add-ons you can use. For example, the LearnDash LMS Achievements, the Integrity, Event Espresso. There are so many add-ons that you can use. There's the LearnDash Notification. Using this one, you can send email notifications based on LearnDash Actions and much more. Okay, so there's also the LearnDash Premium add-ons, Notes, Gradebook, and Group Plus. Again, there's the third party, such as the Gravity Forms, Restrict Content Pro, private messaging. So there's a lot to explore. So we're not going to install any more add-ons right now. We are happy with the add-ons that we currently have. So let's move on to the next option, which is the settings. So the settings page consists of general, registration, login, payments, email, LMS license, translation, support, and advanced. In the general tab, you can select your active template. Currently, we're using LearnDash 3.0. It also tells us of the accent color, progress color, so you can change your colors from here. So we don't need to change these are all perfect. And the next one is the focus mode. So we will be enabling the focus mode. The focus mode helps your student focus on their courses a lot more. There's the login and registration. So if we enable this, your students will have a customized login and registration page. So this is only available in the LearnDash 3.0, and I'll discuss this in details in the later portion of the video. So I'm going to keep it disabled for now. And here it says logo upload, and it says no logos yet. The other one is the video responsive CSS. So this makes your video progression, videos within your video progression responsive. So if you find video issues, you can disable this. So we are not going to enable this right now. And there are other settings that you can explore, such as the global pagination settings and the admin user settings. So the admin user settings, by default, these two are selected. So this is the course auto enrollment. So as an admin, you should have access to all your courses automatically, right? So after you create a course, you should check out that if your courses are working perfectly. For that reason, you need the auto enrollment. So I recommend leaving it enabled, or if it is disabled, you should enable it. Again, there's the bypass course limits. Admins can access course content in any order. So all these are required as an admin. The final one is the include in reports. So as an admin, if you complete a course, in your final reports, it shouldn't display that one of your students have completed your course, because admin is not a normal user. Okay, so you can explore all these settings at your leisure. We are not going to explore each and every one of those. Some of those are very important. For example, checking out your LMS license and the emails. Emails is a very interesting feature. Let me show you for just a minute. When your users purchases a course or a new user registers, they will receive an email. Okay, so you can also edit those emails. For example, if a course is purchased, you can click on manage and write the email yourself. For example, if a user have purchased your course, you can write a small message that congratulations, you have enrolled into this course. This is what you'll be learning in the course. We are excited that you have enrolled, etc. So you can type your own custom email. So there's also a supported placeholders. For example, if you want to address your user by name, if I say, hi, user, this won't be very friendly. So what you can do is you can copy this first name and then place it over here. Then you can copy the last name and place it over here. Then in the email body, you can type in congratulations, you have enrolled into this course, etc., etc. And then finally save the option. Of course, you need to write a subject as well. So after that, you need to save and you'll be done. So these are really interesting features that you can go through. Okay, so these were all the settings that we had to explore. Next, let's go to courses, and I know you have all been waiting to see how to build a course with LearnDash. So now we're going to see. Okay, so first we are going to click on this add your first course button. You can also click on this add new button to add your course. So we are going to click this button. So here we are. This is the LearnDash course builder. The first thing that we are going to do is add a course title. So I'll give my course title a name. Okay, so we have named our course WordPress for e-commerce, create any online stores with WordPress. So this is going to be the name of our course. And in the next line, you can see there's a place where you can add your course content. So we're going to add some description to our course. Okay, so we added some description. You can also add some other things such as what are the students will be learning in this course, but a small description is just sufficient. So after that, we can click on Save as Draft. So our course will be saved as draft. Then we can scroll down and there are some options to create course categories, course tags, create a featured image, and associated content. So we can add a featured image over here. So we can upload a featured image from here. So let's do that. I'm going to click over here and click here. And then we are going to upload a file. Okay, so that's looking great. So we can again click on Save as Draft. Okay, so now that we have created our course, we need to put in lessons, topics, and course contents. Okay, so we are going to click over here, the builder. So you can see that this is the course builder, and it says the LearnDash course builder, 0 steps in this course, final quizzes. We have nothing over here. So you can see there's the lessons, topics, and quizzes. As you create lessons and topics and quizzes, they will be added over here. You can also create new lessons from here. So we're going to do that. We're going to click on New Lesson. And now we're going to give a title to our lesson. Okay, so our lesson will be called Introduction to WordPress e-commerce. We're going to add lesson. Okay, you can see that our lesson has been created. We can also drag these around. Since we don't have any other lessons, dragging and dropping won't work. But if you have multiple lessons, you can drag and drop them and change their order. Okay, so using the same method, I'm going to create a few more lessons. Okay, so we have created all the lessons for our course. So we have 6 lessons over here. Then again, the lessons are also empty. There is no content within them. We just created the lesson and gave a title to those lessons. Now, what I want to do is create some topics to add within those lessons. So it's sufficient if you don't want to add topics or don't want to create any complex course, then you can actually go ahead with lessons and add contents to your lessons. That is just sufficient. But if you want to create a more complex course, then you need to create topics within each lessons. So how can you do that? So let me show you. So here's our first lesson. We are going to click on this arrow over here to expand it. And you can see we have the option to add new topic or a new quiz. So we are going to add a new topic. So we're going to click on new topic. And similarly, the way we created lessons, we can create a topic as well. We are going to give our topic a title. So this is our title. We're going to click on add topic. Okay, so our topic has been added. So I'm going to click on new topic and I'm going to add another topic. Okay, so I added 2 more topics. Of course, you can drag these topics around as well. You can change which order they are. So don't worry about the order. You can change it anytime. So now we have some topics within our lesson. So if we unfold this, you can see that it shows 3 over here. That means the lesson has 3 topics within it. Okay, so using this similar method, I am going to add all my topics into my lessons. Okay, so I'll skip the video ahead. Okay, so I added all my topics within my lesson. So if I expand this, you can see there's the topics over here, and we have 5 topics in this lesson. We have 3 topics in this lesson. So we have basically created the structure of our course. Although we haven't added any contents to our lessons or topics, but the structure is complete. Okay, so a little tip, when you're creating a course, always plan out your course outlines. How you want to create your course, how many lessons you want to add, how many topics. So if you have everything planned out, creating a course will only take a few minutes with LearnDash Course Builder. So since we have everything, all that is left is to add some contents to our lessons and topics. So let's first start with the lesson. How can you add contents to your lesson? So to add contents to your lesson, you can go back to your WordPress dashboard. By clicking here back to courses, you can get back to your WordPress dashboard. Then go to LearnDash LMS, go to lessons, and then build your lessons from there. Or you can launch the lesson builder from here. So how you can do that is just hover your mouse over lesson and click on edit. So it's asking us leaving site. So it's telling us changes you made may not be saved. So we're going to click on cancel, because since we created all of these, if we leave now, all of these won't be saved. So we're going to click on cancel and then click on save draft. We can't publish our course right now because it's not complete. So we're going to save it as draft. And this is a good practice. Always remember to save your course as draft whenever you find the time, or you will lose your progress. Okay, so now we are going to click on edit over here. And this will take us to the lesson builder. So it's similar to the course builder. Only difference is you will be building your lesson. So this is the title of the lesson. We are going to add some content to our lesson. So to add some content, we are going to click over here. You can see we can type whatever we want. So let's type something. So we added some basic content over here. You can also add media files if you want. So if I want to add an image, what we can do is click on this plus button over here, or this plus icon over here. So I'm going to click on it and I'm going to select image from here. If you can't find image, you can simply search for image over here. So now we have the image block. So this is the Gutenberg block editor, where you can take your blocks and add it on your page. So currently we have taken the image block, and with it we can upload the image from our computer, select the image from the media library, or insert the URL to display the image. So we're going to select an image from our media library. So we're going to select this image and we're going to click on OK. So this is an image we have. Of course, it's not relevant to our course. I'm just showing you how it looks. So that is how you can add some image. If you want to take a next line, you can just click on this plus icon and click on paragraph. You can write some text over here. You can also add some video as well. So here's the video. From the video block, you can click on insert from URL and paste in your YouTube URL, or you can upload your video from your computer. You can also search for your media library, or you can simply go to your YouTube channel or wherever your video is, copy the URL and paste it over here. Okay, and the video will show up. I'll show you how you can do that later on. For now, let's remove this video block, and you can see that how we have added some content to our lesson. So we're going to click on update, and you can also click on lesson and add a featured image to your lesson as well. Okay, so you can add many contents and then save it and then upload a featured image and then move on. So what I'm going to be doing is we're going to just give a short description of the lesson and then put more contents on our topics. So from here, we're going to go back to our course builder. So let's scroll down and you can see here's an option, return to WordPress for e-commerce, create any online stores with WordPress. So clicking here will take us to our course builder. Okay, so here we are. We're going to click on the builder. And now, using this method, you can put contents to your lessons. Okay, so I'm not going to do it for each and every lesson. It will take up a lot of time. I'm going to show you how you can add contents to your topics. The process is the same. Okay, so let's say expand this lesson and let's put a content in this topic. Okay, installing WooCommerce and setup wizard. So we're going to click on edit. As you can see, it's same as the lesson builder. You just have to put some contents for your topic. So you can put some text here. Okay, you can also add videos to your lessons. So this is very important. I believe most of you will be uploading videos. So this is how you can do it. So just simply click on the plus button and add a video block. You can skip this, or if you have YouTube or any other sites, you can just simply copy the URL and paste it over here, and it will pick up the video automatically. So what we're going to do is we're going to be using the video block. So we're going to insert a URL of one of our own videos from this channel. So we're going to paste the URL. And as you can see, the video has appeared over here. Okay, so next we're going to click on update. So now our topic has a video. So now let's go back to our lesson builder. So we're going to click on topic over here and then click over here, return to our WordPress e-commerce course, then click on the builder. So using this method or strategy, you can put in contents to your topics and lessons. Now just keep in mind, you don't have to necessarily put in topics within lessons. If you want, you can just keep lessons without any topics and add your contents on your lessons. But having topics is actually better if you have a complex course. Okay, so now you know how to add contents to your lessons and topics. Of course, we haven't still created any quizzes. Okay, so let's learn how to add quizzes to our lessons or topics. So if you remember, we discussed quizzes are basically sets of questions. You know, quizzes consists of questions. So you can create your quizzes from here, or you can do it from your WordPress admin dashboard. In fact, let me go ahead and go to our WordPress dashboard for now and show you how you can do that. So we're going to go back to courses, and in the lessons, previously you've seen we didn't have any contents. So now you can see all the lessons has been added over here. You can also click on this add new button and create another lesson from here, and then assign the lesson to your course. For example, here already it's assigned. So that's why I prefer creating lessons from the builder, because it's already assigned to our course. That goes as well for the topics. We have all the topics here now. You can see we have so many topics. You can also create topics from here by clicking add new. So this depends on you, whatever you like to do. You can create your lessons and topics directly from the course builder, or you can do it from here. The same goes for quizzes and questions. You can create your quizzes and questions from here. So we're going to build it from the course builder. So let's go back to our course. We're going to click on builder over here. So it will take us directly to the builder. And now we are going to start adding some quiz. So let's expand it, and we want to add quiz over here. Okay, so we are going to click on new quiz, and we are going to enter the title of our quiz. So we are calling our quiz intro quiz, and then we're going to click on add quiz. So our quiz has been added to our lesson. If you want to add your quiz to a topic, for example, if you want to add your quiz to this topic, you can simply drag this and drop it over here. So the quiz will be added to your topic. But I want this quiz to be at the end of the lesson. So after our students complete this first topic, second topic, and third topic, then they will have to answer the quiz. Okay, so that's why I'm putting it over here. So now let's edit this and create our quiz. Okay, so we're going to click on edit. Oh, it's asking us to save again. We always keep forgetting. Okay, so it's saved. Now let's click on edit. Now you can write a short description for your quiz. So I've added some text. Then I'm going to click on the builder. We are going to add some questions to this quiz. To add some questions, we can click on new question. And we're going to give a title to our question. So we're going to call it what is WordPress? Okay, so I made a mistake. This is supposed to be the title of the question. So let me fix this. Okay, so this is our title of the quiz. You can see there's an exclamatory mark over here, which is here because the question is incomplete. It has no content. So we are going to expand this. And see, you can see the question is over here. The question is empty. The answer is missing. So first of all, you have to choose your quiz category. Okay, so here's the category. If we click on this drop down, you can see there are multiple quiz category or question category. So there's the single choice, multiple choice, free choice, sorting, matrix sorting, fill in the blanks, assessment, essay, open, answer. So there are so many to choose from. So to keep this tutorial simple, I'm going to choose the single choice right now. And then we are going to add in our question. So if we click here, it's going to take us to the classic builder. So we are going to write our question here. Okay, so then we're going to click on save. And then the answers are missing. It says the answers are missing. I think we should put a question mark over here. So let's click on edit, put a question mark, and then save. Okay, so now we have to put in our options. So this is the first option which is already added here. So we're going to put in our first option. Okay, so this is our first option. We're going to click on update answer. And there it is. We have our first option. So we are going to add a few more options. So we're going to click on new answer and add in our text. Okay, so we have added our answers. So then we have to select the correct answer. So from here, this is the correct answer. We're going to click on this. So this is the correct answer. And now our question is complete. So now we can add multiple questions to this single quiz, the intro quiz. So I'm going to add another question. Okay, so we have added another question. So after that, we're going to click on update. Okay, so after this, let's create another quiz. So we're going to go to the quiz page, and we're going to go back to quizzes. And now we are going to create another quiz. So we're going to click on this add new. And now we're going to give our quiz a title. Then we're going to add some description. Okay, so we added the description, and then we're going to click on the builder. And since this has no question, I'm going to skip the video where I have added all the questions. Okay, so we have added our questions over here. So after you add questions, you can also click on the settings and click the associated course from here. So we can select a drop down and click on WordPress for e-commerce. So it will be added to our course. You can also select which lessons you want. You can simply search for the lesson and add your quiz to the lesson. And there are other options here, such as the quiz release schedule, when these quiz will be released, the quiz prerequisites, the users who are allowed to take this quiz, the passing score of this quiz. You can also award quiz certificates. You can also enable quiz savings. There are so many more options, but we're not going to go through all of these. You can explore these later on. Okay, so we're going to update. And now we're going to go to courses and then click on the builder over here. So now you can see that we have the two quizzes over here. The first quiz that I had created and added to the first lesson, I actually detached it so that it will be visible over here, because I wanted to show you a fun way of adding these quizzes to your lessons and topics. For example, let's expand this. I want to add my quiz over here. We can simply drag and drop it over here. And you can see that our quiz has been added. Okay, so as for the final quiz, we are going to scroll down and we can see the final quiz is over here. So we're going to drag and drop our quiz over here. So this is the final quiz. After finishing this, the course will be complete. Okay, so we have completed our course. We have added lessons. We have added topics, we have added contents in our lessons and topics, we have created the quizzes and added those quizzes to our lessons, and this is coming along really great. So now we are almost ready to publish, but first we need to look at the settings. So I'm going to click on settings over here. So there are a lot of things to cover, so I'm going to quickly go over through all of these. So the first option is the access mode. So how your course will be accessed by your users. So you can make it an open course, which will make this course completely open to the public. So people don't even have to register to your site to take this course. You can see in the description it says the course is not protected. Any users can access its content without the need to be logged in or enrolled. The next one is the free. The course is protected. Registration and enrollment are required in order to access the content. The other one is the buy now. So this course is protected through the LearnDash built-in PayPal or Stripe. Users need to purchase the course in order to gain access. The other option is the recurring option, where the payment needs to be paid in specified days, months, or years. And then the closed is the option where it's completely protected and only the admin can access it. So let's click on recurring to just show you how this works. So you can see you can set the course price over here, and then you can select the billing cycle. You can select how many days, weeks, months, or years the billing cycle will occur, the recurring times, course trial price, trial duration, course enrollment URL. So recurring is something that you might want to pick, but most commonly people will probably pick the buy now, which is the more simple way where students can purchase a course and that will be accessible to them always. Okay, so here you can just simply set the course price, but for now we are going to keep this course free. Okay, so next I'm going to scroll down. So the next option is the course prerequisites. If you want your students to complete some other course or courses before enrolling into this course, you can enable this option. So it gives you the compare mode and the course to complete mode. So in the compare mode, you can select any selected or all selected. So in the any selected, the students must complete any one of the selected courses in order to access this course. If you select this option, you have to search for the course. Since we don't have any other course, you can select a course. So students will have to finish that course in order to enroll into this one. Okay, so you can set the course prerequisites from here. So we're going to disable this. And course points. So you can enable this and set the necessary amount of points in order to enroll into this course. You can also award some points to students after completing this course. So we don't want this feature. We're going to disable it. You can also create the course access expiration. So you can set the number of days the students have access to this course. You can also select the data deletion. So after this amount of time, say 10 days, the data will be deleted. So we don't want this feature also. So we are going to disable this feature and move on. So the next one is the display content options. So course materials, if you enable this, you can add some text over here. What are the course materials or what materials will be provided within the course? I don't have anything prepared for this, so I'm going to disable this. And another one is the course certificate. So we haven't created a certificate for our course, but I'll show you later on how you can create the certificate. You can also create challenge exam show. So earlier I talked about this. The challenge exam show is a neat feature of LearnDash. You can create a series of quiz or questions. So if your students are able to answer these questions correctly, it will allow them to skip the course and move on to the next course. Okay, so this is a kind of cool feature from LearnDash. The other one is the course content, which is always visible or only visible to enrollees. So you can select any one of this option if you want. So I want this to be always visible. And the next one is the custom pagination. So currently the default pagination is showing. You can enable this and show your custom pagination where you can select the number of lessons and topics that will be displayed. So we are happy with the default one, so we're going to disable this. Next is the course navigation settings. So there's two course progressions system, the linear and the freeform. In the linear, it requires the user to progress through the course in the designated step sequence. So if you select this linear option, students must complete the course in a designated sequence, right? So they have to follow the sequence in order to progress through the course. If you select the freeform, it will allow the users to move freely throughout the course without following any steps. So generally the linear is the better option, but you can keep it freeform if you want. The next point is the course users. Okay, let's move on to the LearnDash course grid settings. So from here you can select a short description, the duration, enable video preview. We're not going to enable this. You can create custom button text. You can create custom ribbon text. So we'll see how this course grid works when we are showing our courses in the front end. Right, so after creating the course, it won't be directly shown in the front end. We will have to design it ourselves. Okay, so let's create a short description. Okay, so we added a description over here. So this description will be shown on the front end. We will see later on. The next is the duration. So let's say this course is 4 hours and 33 minutes long. We're not going to enable the video preview. So we are actually happy with our settings here. So after you have completed everything, you can simply click on this publish button and it's going to ask you, are you ready to publish? So if you're 100% sure, you can click on this publish button to publish your course. Okay, so we can click here, view course, to see how our course is looking. So let's click on view course. Okay, so this is our course. This is the title, WordPress for e-commerce, and here it also shows us how much we have completed. Since we are the admin, we automatically have enrolled into this course. So if a student enrolls into this course, this is what they're going to see. They're going to see the title, they're going to see the percentage, how much they have completed. There's this short description over here, and these are the course contents. Okay, you can also expand these, and you can see what lessons there are, what quizzes they are. So it's really looking great. So if we want to take the lesson, so let's click on this, what is WordPress. So since we're admin, we can move through this course. So we don't have any contents within it because we didn't add any. So let's get back to the lesson and select a topic that we already have. You can see the lesson is over here. So let's get back to the course page and select a topic that has some content in it. So it was creating a WordPress e-commerce theme, and this topic. So if we click on here, you can see our texts are over here, our video is over here. So we can move on to the next topic, but we are going to also add a feature where students must watch this video in order to progress to the next topic. Okay, so first we're going to also enable the focus mode. Okay, so let's go back to our WordPress dashboard, and let's hover our mouse over LearnDash LMS, go to settings, and create the focus mode. So the focus mode changes the interface of the course, and it will allow students to focus on the lesson a lot easier. So it will be helpful for students to focus more on the lesson. Okay, it will eliminate all the distractions. So you can also design your focus mode. You can select the focus mode content width. You can select the focus mode sidebar position. Currently it's set to the left side. So I'm happy with the default option. So we're going to click on save over here. Now let's go back to our courses. And from here, we're going to click on view. Okay, so now let's select the course again. Okay, so now you can see everything has changed. This sidebar over here shows all the lessons and topics. Here is the steps that you must complete, the next lesson, the previous lesson. So if we select this topic, it has the video, and it's really looking good. So one thing that I want to do is make it compulsory so that students have to watch this video in order to progress to the next topic. So how we can do that? Let's go back to this topic. Okay, so let's go to our dashboard, and let's go to LearnDash LMS and select topics. And from here, we are going to select the topic that has the video. And this is it. So we're going to click on edit. So we want students to watch this video completely in order to progress to the next lesson. So we are going to click on settings. And of course, we skipped over the topic settings because, of course, lack of time. But you can actually go through the topic settings and lesson settings to customize your lessons better. So here you can add topic materials, video progression, assignment uploads, topic timer, and so many other options. Okay, so we're going to enable the video progression. And then we have to also add our URL. Okay, so we have added our video URL, and then you can see the display timing. So after completing the sub-steps, this is currently selected. The video will be visible after the user has completed the topic's associated steps. The full video must be watched in order to complete the course. We can also select this one, which is before completed sub-steps. The video will be shown and must be fully watched before the user can access the topic's associated steps. So we are going to select this option. And there are also other options such as the video resume, video controls display. So we can enable this actually. So let's enable it. Okay, so now let's click on update. Now let's go back to our course. I'm going to click on view. And now let's select this topic. Of course, there's now 2 videos over here. We have to first remove it from the topic builder. So let's go ahead and do that first. So let's go back. Okay, so we're over here, and now we are going to remove this one because we have already added our video from here, which the students must watch in order to access the topics associated steps. So let's go back to topics and now view our course. Okay, so we have added our video, we have tweaked some customization settings. Almost everything is complete. Now we need to create a certificate and add it to our course in order to complete it. So we're going to do that. So let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. And from here, just hover your mouse over here and find certificates over here. If you can't find certificates over here, you need to go to add-ons and install it from there. Okay, so we're going to click on certificates. Okay, so from here you can see that we don't have any certificates. We can click here to create our new certificate, just like we created our course. We're going to go through the certificate creation process, but let's first take a look at the settings. So here are a few settings over here, the certificate custom post type options. So the editor supported settings are the featured image and revisions. You can also include custom fields. You can also add your certificate custom styles. So if you know CSS, you can add your custom styles here as well. And on the shortcodes, so this is the certificate shortcodes that you can place in your certificate. So currently there's nothing shown over here, but if you click on this link here, you will be taken to the documentation of LearnDash, where you can find all the shortcodes. Okay, so we are going to see how you can add all of these. So these are all your shortcodes. So let's get back to our WordPress dashboard. From here you can see we also have another tab of fonts. So if you have any custom fonts that you want to use on your certificate, you can download those files and upload here. And you have to upload for regular, bold, italic, and bold italic also. Okay, so after you're done, just click on Save Changes and also add the label for your font, then Save Changes, and then you can use that font on your certificate. So with that being said, let's go to our certificates and let's create our own certificate. Okay, so we're going to click on Add Your First Certificate. Okay, so here you can see we can add a title. And this is the classic WordPress editor, but we're not going to be using this one. Instead, we're going to be using the certificate builder. So here you can see there's a button that says certificate builder. Use certificate builder. If you don't see this button, that means your certificate builder add-on isn't installed. If that's the case, go to these add-ons and check if the certificate builder add-on is installed. If it isn't installed or if it is deactivated, you need to activate it, or you have to install it from the list over here. Okay, since I have my certificate builder activated, I don't need to do anything else. So let's get back to our certificates and click on the Add New button. Okay, so first what we're going to do is we're going to add a title to our certificate. So let's call this, we're going to call this certificate 1, and then we can click on the Publish button. And the certificate has been published. We haven't designed it, so let's click on this Use Certificate Builder to open our certificate builder. And this opens up our certificate builder. Now, the first thing that we need to do is add a title to our certificate. So let's add a title. So we are calling our certificate WordPress e-commerce certificate. Okay, so now we have to upload a certificate background. So the certificate background is basically an image that you're going to be uploading and adding your contents in from the certificate builder over here. Okay, so one thing to note is to create this image, you can use Canva, or you can go to Envato and download a certificate from there. If you know Adobe Photoshop or Illustrator, you can design your own certificate. Just keep in mind the certificate has to be a .jpg file. The size of your image should match your page size and orientation. If you're using an 11 into 8.5 US letter size in landscape orientation, your image should match these dimensions. If you want your certificates to look great when printed, please also use 300 dpi. You can also include text in your certificate background. There's no restriction to that. So we're going to be uploading one of our certificate background. So I'm going to click on the media library and choose our certificate background. Okay, so this is our certificate background. You can see there's some text over here, but this part is completely empty. We're going to be adding some text from here. So first thing to note is that in this block, you have some options to customize your certificate. So you can choose the container size. Okay, so it's currently 70 and that is great. You can add margin bottom. Okay, so we're not going to be exploring this right now. And then the PDF page file size will be letter, US size letter. You can change it to A4 size, but I recommend you keep it US letter. Okay, and the PDF page orientation should be landscape, and you can toggle this button on and off, but I believe the fixed viewport is a lot better. You can also enable this button, which is RTL, that is right to left. So this will change your blocks to the right side. As you can see, it's shifted to the right side. Then from here, if you want, you can add your custom fonts. So if I enable this, and there's only 3 fonts over here, and these are free. So if you had uploaded your own fonts, like we discussed earlier, you can select the fonts over here. Okay. So in the advanced, there's the additional CSS classes. So if you have added some of your custom classes, you can add those classes over here. Okay. So I'm going to unfold this and let's start adding some contents to our certificate. So for the first one, we're going to select this line and we're going to click on this add block button and we're going to select header. So we're going to select H1 heading and now we're going to write something. So we have written certificate. Now we're going to hit enter on our keyboard and create another heading. Here we're going to write, okay, so I have written certificate of recognition. Now the problem is it's all aligned on the left side. So what we can do is we can just select this text, click this icon over here and align text center. So we can do the same for this one as well. Now our texts are aligned to the center. So another problem is it's sticking up to the top of the certificate. We want to add a bit more margin or padding. So to add margin or padding, just select this block and click on the styles tab over here. Then you can also increase the text size from here. So let me quickly show you while I'm here. So if I click on XL or small, medium, large, I can adjust its size. So I want it to be a lot bigger than the H1 tag. So I'm going to click on the settings over here. So I'm going to click on this icon over here to set my custom size and I'm going to select 70. Okay, so I think it's looking a lot better. Now what we can do is we can add some margin or padding. So if we click here, oh, of course, you can change its appearance to regular, medium, bold, black, italic. So the option is there, but I think this is looking much better. So after you come here, just click on this plus icon on dimension settings and add padding. So after that, just scroll down and now you can add some paddings. But the problem is it's adding the padding from all sides and I want it only from the top. So I'm going to remove this and click on this chain icon to unlink it and then add only padding from top. So it's now looking much better. Okay, so now we are going to select this block and we are going to be also adding some padding from here as well. So I'm going to select this, click on styles, click on dimension, add padding, and then unlink it and then add padding from the bottom. So let's say 4 padding. Okay, so now I'm going to hit enter on keyboard. Now what I can do is add some text. So I have written this certificate is presented to. So I'm going to align this text. So here we will place the name of our student. So I'm going to select this block. I'm having a bit difficulty selecting. Okay, so now let's hit enter on the keyboard. Now what we're going to do is we need to retrieve this dynamically. Okay, so what we can do is we can take advantage of the shortcodes. So if we click on add and find the shortcode block, here's the shortcode block. What we can do is go to the documentation of LearnDash, and from here we can use these user meta field first name, user meta field last name, and we can place it on our shortcode block. We can also copy this block, which is the combination of the first name and last name. So we're going to copy this, and let's get back to our certificate builder, and we can paste in our code. So now it will dynamically display the name of the student. You can also do it in another way. So let's remove this block and show you the other way which you can do. Let's go to the next line and click on this plus button, and we're going to enter LearnDash user meta. Okay, so now it's showing my name, which is a code and then underscore admin. So I haven't actually changed my username. So that's not a problem. You can simply click on this, and here you can find there's the field user login. Okay, so I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to select my first name and last name. Okay, so my first name and last name is John Doe, and it's showing John Doe over here. So if you want to change this name, what you can do is go back to your WordPress dashboard. Let's first save this as draft. Okay, then let's go back to our dashboard. We're going to scroll down and select users, and then we can select our user from here. And then we can scroll down. You can see there's a place where you can place your first name, your last name, your nickname, display public name as John Doe. So if you have set all of this correctly, you can then display your username in your certificate builder. So let's get back to our certificate builder. Okay, so our name is being displayed here. What we can do is we can center it, and I think it should be a bit bigger in size. So we can, of course, change our font size to, let's say, 40 pixels. Okay, so that's looking much better. We can also add some decorative elements. For example, if I select this, hit enter on keyboard, we can add a separator. I think I can add a separator from here. Okay, so we have a separator. If you want to, I think I can't select this separator. So if you're facing a problem where you cannot select a certain block, just click on this list view, unfold it, and select the separator. Okay, so now we have the separator selected. We're going to change the background color to black. Okay, so now we are going to close this. It doesn't look that nice because it's interfering with this design. So we can remove this line since it's not matching up with our design. So let's remove it. But you can add this and add some pixels. For example, if I add some pixels from here, if we add some pixels from dimension, padding, and let's say if we unlink this and add pixels from bottom, now you can see the line isn't interfering with the design over here. But it's not necessary. I'm just simply going to remove the separator because I don't think it's looking that good. Also, it's not necessary. So after we have removed the separator, we are going to add some more text. So I'm going to select this block and hit enter on keyboard and add some more text. Okay, so we have added some text over here. We're going to align it to the center. And it says, in recognition of his or her amazing performance in completing. So I want to place the name of my course over here. So what we can do is hit enter on our keyboard and add the LearnDash course info block over here. So now you can see the red text over here. It's saying course ID is required when not used within a course. So we are just simply creating our certificate. Now, if we add this certificate to our course, this will automatically receive the information and it will display the name of the course. But since our certificate isn't added to our course right now, it's unable to show which course this certificate belongs to. In that case, what we can do is we can add a course ID and it will receive the information or the name of the course. Okay, so our course ID is 3127. So if you guys want to know your course ID, I'm going to quickly show you. Let's save this as draft and let's go back to our dashboard and let's go to courses. So if you want to know your course ID, simply hover your mouse over the course, and in the bottom of the screen you can see it says post 3127. So this is our post ID. Okay, so let's get back to our certificate builder. Okay, now let's select this and place in our code. Okay, fantastic. It retrieved the information. WordPress for e-commerce, create any online stores with WordPress. You can also change what to display here. Show course title, course URL, course points, price, etc. But we want to display the course title over here, okay? So now let's align it to the center. Now it's looking much better. Okay, so I think our certificate is complete. We can add some more paddings, but I think it's currently looking okay. Here you can actually add your signature, but unfortunately there's no block for it. So what you can do, which I want to quickly show you, so hit enter on your keyboard, and we're going to take the image block, and we're going to upload a signature that I have. Okay, you see the signature is way too big. We're going to make it smaller. And okay, it's looking a little bit odd, but that's what we have right now. So you can use images to upload your signature. So I'm not going to do that because I'm not sure how this will look in the overall design. So I'm just going to delete this, and I'm going to publish our certificate. So in order to see how our certificate looks, we are going to go back to our certificates section, and here's a little button that says preview. So click on this and it will download your certificate. Okay, so the PDF has been downloaded, and as you can see, the certificate isn't looking that nice. You know, the texts are all crammed together, so we need to add some more margin and padding, and after that we can download it again and see how it looks. So I'm going to go back to my certificate builder. I'm going to click on edit, and this might take a little bit of time, but I'm going to skip ahead and show you the end result. Okay, so this is what I came up with, and now as you can see that our certificate is looking much cleaner. Of course, you can put in your own design to make it look a lot better. Okay, so currently this is what we have. Okay, so now let's get back to our dashboard and add the certificate to our course. Okay, so we're here in our WordPress dashboard. Now I'm going to click on courses, and then I'm going to click on edit, and then I'm going to go to settings over here and scroll down. And now we're going to select our certificate. We're going to click on this drop down. So this is the only certificate we have. We're adding the certificate. Now we're going to update our course. And now we have a certificate for our WordPress e-commerce course. So that is how you can add a certificate to your course. So now I can safely say that our course is complete. Okay, so let's set up WooCommerce now. Okay, so we need WooCommerce to accept the payments. So since we skipped the WooCommerce setup wizard, we'll have to set it up manually. So let's go ahead and click on WooCommerce over here, and it takes us to this page. So you can see there are some steps over here. It's already said in step 1 that you have to add store details. In step 2 you add products. Step 3 you set up payments. Step 4 you add tax rates, add shipping costs, then get more sales and personalize your store. So we're not going to go through all these steps. For our LMS site, we go through these 3 steps: add store details, add products, and set up payments. Okay. You don't have to follow the serial. You can click on any one of these and start going through the setup process. So we are going to first add store details. So you can either click here or click on this button. So I'm clicking on this button, add details, and it's going to take me to the general settings under settings option over here. Okay, and it's telling us that you can add your store location from here. So from here you can add your address, your city, your country, and post or zip code. Okay, so I'm clicking on got it, and now I'm going to fill in these fields. Okay, next we are going to scroll down to general options over here, and here you can see it's stated selling locations, shipping locations, default customer location. So we are not going to fill this up, And enable coupons, yes, we are going to keep this on. Now let's scroll down, and here we can see the currency option. From here you can customize your currency option. We are accepting payment in dollars. You can also select some other currencies such as euro. If you want to accept payment in euro, you can select this, but we are selecting the US dollar. It's then also telling you which position you want the dollar symbol to be. So generally it's on the left side, and the thousand separator is a comma, the decimal separator is a dot, and number of decimal is 2. So all the default options here are good. I'm fine with it. If you want to customize it, you can. So after you're done, simply click on Save Changes. So here you see your settings have been saved. Now let's click on Home. And you can see that step 1 is completed. Now for step 2, before going to step 2, I actually want to set up my payment. So I'm going to click on this step, and you can actually use the WooCommerce payments, which includes Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Apple Pay, Google Pay, and many more. You can also connect Stripe and PayPal payments, and there's offline payment methods such as direct bank transfer or cash on delivery. I'm going to set up the WooCommerce payments. Okay, so I'm going to click on Get Started and give it some time. Okay, it's configured everything. Now we will click on Get Started. Okay, I have skipped a few steps, but it's very easy for you to follow along. Just keep following the setup and it will bring you to this page. So here you can see which payment method you want to accept. I have accepted the credit card and debit card method. You can also accept the Apple Pay or Google Pay. After you're done, simply click on Save Changes. Now let's go to the second step, which involves adding a product. So let's click on this one, and it brings us to this page. So here you can place in your product name. I'm going to click on Next, and here you can put in the description. Next, here you can put in the product data, product short description, product image, product tags, and you can add product categories, and finally publish your product. Okay, so we got everything. So let's first add in our product name. So let's say we have a course that says Learn to Paint, and this will be our course, and let's add some description to our course. So I added a little description. Now let's scroll down, and from here you can see this is the product information. So from the drop down over here, it says product data. We're going to click on this drop down. We're going to select course. Okay, and from the regular price, I'm going to just select it. And this is my regular price. You can also have a sale price, but I'm going to leave it empty right now. And from LearnDash course, we are going to simply click over here and pick our course. Make sure your course is published, or else it won't show up here. And here's our course. I've selected it. Now let's add the product image. So I'm going to click here and pick a suitable image. Okay, the image has been added. Now let's scroll down, and here's some categories. We can simply add a category over here. Okay, so we have selected our category. Now let's scroll down, and here's a product short description. I'm going to keep this short description for now. And here's the LearnDash course grid settings. Let's provide a short description for our course. Okay, great. Now let's scroll up, and with everything completed, we're going to click on Publish. Okay, so our product has been published, but there's one more thing we have to do. You see there's a permalink over here. So we need to copy this and paste it in our original course. So let's copy this permalink. Now let's go to our course. Okay, so we're here in our course. We're going to go to Settings. And from Access Mode, we are going to choose Closed. And from here, we're going to put in our course price. Then we are going to paste our button URL. So after you're done, you can simply click on Update. Okay, so we have added our product. So now let's see how it looks. Okay, so we're here in our website. Let's scroll down and let's select this course. And actually we cannot still take it. We have to log out of our account. Okay, that's fine. Let's log out of our account and see if we can purchase this course. So we have logged out of our account, and let's scroll down. and select this course. Okay, now it says take this course since we're logged out. So let's click on this button. And you can see this is a beautiful page that WooCommerce has added for us. Here's the product image, here's the title of the product, here's the price, the small description, there's the long description, additional information, reviews. So everything is over here, right? So if we want to purchase this product, we're simply going to click on Add to Cart. Okay, so it's added to our cart. Now let's click on the View Cart button. Okay, it's taking us to our home page for some reason. Okay, if this happens, this means that your view cart page and checkout page isn't properly set up. Okay, so let me log back into my WordPress and I'll show you how to fix this issue. Okay, so we have logged back into our WordPress dashboard. Now let's click on Pages and see if we have any checkout page or view cart page. So we don't have any checkout page or view cart page. In that case, we have to create our checkout page and view cart page manually. To do that, click on the Add New button over here. So we are going to create the view cart page. So here I'm going to write cart. And then here I will click on this plus icon and then I will click on Browse All. And from here I'm going to search for cart. Okay, you can see the cart is over here. This is added by WooCommerce. So I'm going to simply click on it and it will be added over here. So you can see this is actually my cart. So these products are not added. It's just showing you how the page will look once the products are added. Okay, so we're going to click on Filled Cart and Empty Cart. Okay, now we're going to click on Publish, Publish again. So our page has been published now. So we are going to go back to our dashboard and we are going to create another page. So click on the Add New button and we are going to create the checkout page. I've written checkout over here. Like before, I'm simply going to select here, click on this plus icon, then click on Browse All and search for checkout. So I'm going to simply click on it and here is the checkout page. So let's click on Publish and Publish. Okay, so now let's view the page. Okay, so you can see it's looking a lot better. And if you're wondering why WordPress for e-commerce is showing here on our cart, it's because while testing this process, I added this course to our cart. Okay, so we have created these two pages, the checkout page and the cart page, but we haven't actually linked it. So to do that, let's go back to our dashboard. And let's hover our mouse over WooCommerce and let's click on Settings. From here, we're going to click on Advanced. And in here, you can see the option to connect your cart page, checkout page, My Accounts page, Terms and Conditions page. So let's go ahead and click on this cart page and let's type cart. So it's showing us the cart page. So we are going to click on it. And for the checkout page, we're going to do the same. Here's the checkout page. And for terms and conditions, so we have the privacy and policy page. So let's click on it. And now let's scroll down and save changes. Okay, so now let's try it again. Let's log out of our website. So if we scroll down and click on this course, and if we click on Take this course, and if we click on Add to Cart, so now it says Learn to Paint has been added to your cart. Now let's click on View Cart. Now it's taking us to the cart page. You can see it's viewing our cart page. If we click on Proceed to Checkout, it's going to take us to the checkout page. So that is how you can set up your WooCommerce and create the cart page and checkout page manually. Okay. So another thing for WooCommerce I wanted to show you, if your students or users wants to register to your website, how can they do it? So before doing this, go to Settings. And from here, in the membership, make sure this is checked. Anyone can register. So then let's go to WordPress and click on Settings. And from here, let's go to Accounts and Privacy. And from here, you can see there's an option, allow customers to place orders without an account. So we are not going to allow this. We're going to uncheck it. And from here, you can see there are a lot of options here. Allow customers to create an account during the checkout. So I'm going to check this. And again, there's another option that says allow customers to create an account on the My Account page. Okay, so we are going to check this also. So after we are done, we're going to simply scroll down and click on Save Changes. Okay, so now what's left is to add this course to the front end of our website. Now, if we visit our site, you can see the design, it doesn't show our course anywhere. Okay, so even if we go to the course list page, and you can see that we don't have our courses anywhere. So now I'm going to show you how you can change your front end or edit your WordPress front end to display your courses. Okay, so let's get back to our dashboard. And designing this multi-course theme, it will take a lot of time. So I'm going to create a few more courses for you and skip the video ahead. Okay, so I created a few more courses for our site, and I also created some course categories and assigned our courses with some categories. Okay, so you already know how to create a course, so you can create all the courses for your site. Now let's learn how to create a category. Okay, so from here you can go to Actions and then select Course Categories. And when you're here, you can give your category a name. Then you can add a URL friendly slug, and then you can choose if your category should belong to any parent course category. Okay, so you can select any category from here, and then you can insert that category into these other parent category. Okay, next you can give a description to your category and then click on this Add New Course Category button to create that category. So we have all these categories right now. You can also create the categories from within the courses. So let me show you. If I click on Courses, and let's select our e-commerce project, I'm going to click on Edit. Okay, once it loads up, simply scroll down, and from here you can see there's a link called Add New Course Category. So if you click here, you can give your course category a name, decide if it should belong to any parent course category, and click on Add New Course Category, and it will be added over here. So you can create your category from here as well. Okay, so we're going to go back to our courses. All right, so we have our courses, we have our categories. Now all that is left is to customize our website and the front end and add these courses to the front end. Okay, so let's visit our site. Okay, so here we are. So customizing this entire website will take a lot of time, and I don't think I can do all of that in this one video, but I'm going to show you how you can customize these because it's really easy. So we're going to see how to replace this logo with your custom logo, and how to replace this menu because this menu isn't proper. You know, it has our blog. Since we don't have any blog, we should remove this. We should add a section where people can browse their courses. And these buttons that says Get Started and Browse Courses, these have no links to them. So if we click on these, nothing will happen, as you can see. So I'm going to also show you how to add links to this button. Okay, so if we scroll down, there are some elements over here. 10,000 online courses, expert instructors, unlimited access. You should also customize these sections. Since we don't have 10,000 courses, we have to replace all of these texts. You can also remove them if you want. If we scroll down, you can see there are the featured courses over here, the engineering, IT and software, personal development. Of course, these have no links attached to them. So if we click on this, nothing will happen. There's the price over here as well. So we should replace these with our own URL, add our own images, and change these texts. Or we can completely remove this and add a new section of our own. I will show you how you can do all of that. So let's scroll down. Again, more texts need to be changed over here. The popular subject. So there are so many subjects over here. So we can replace this section with our categories and delete the categories we don't need. Then if we scroll down, there's another section called Top Categories. They don't have any links. So we will use this and add our own images and links. Next, let's scroll down and start learning and grow with the community. There's the join in button that does nothing, so we have to add a link to this button. Become an instructor, so get started. If we click on it, nothing will happen. So we should actually put in the registration page and add the link to this button. Then if we scroll down, there are the major companies that trust us. So this is a carousel. You can add some of the logos of your sponsor or companies that you are working with, or you can remove this section completely if you want. Next, you can add this section. So it doesn't have a heading to explain what this section is. This is probably a testimonial or words from our instructors or students. So you can add some quotes from your students or instructors, or you can remove this section if you don't want. Start getting new knowledge and experience together, get full access. So we can remove this section, we don't need it. And finally, there's the footer. I'll show you a little bit how you can customize the footer, but for now, let's go up. And let's first check how you can change your logo and your menu and add links to this button, okay? So we're going to click on Customize over here. While we're on the home page, we're going to click on Customize. It will open up the template customization menu. You can also access this from your WordPress dashboard, okay? So I'm going to show you how you can do that quickly. So if we go to our dashboard, and now if we hover our mouse over Appearance and click on Customize, it will basically open up the same customization page. Okay, here we are. So from here, we're going to see how you can change this logo. So to change the logo, since this is the header section, we are going to select the header from here. Okay, so there are a lot of options over here. Don't get confused. We're just trying to keep everything simple. We're going to click on header. And here's the logo. So we're going to click on the logo. And we're going to click on Change Logo. So we have this logo over here. We're going to select it, and you can crop this. Okay. Okay, so we have uploaded our own logo. You can change the size of your logo from here. Currently it's set to 50 pixels. So if we increase this, it doesn't look that good, but I think 50 was good. Okay, so next you can also decide to only show your logo, or show your logo and title, or show your logo, title, and taglines. So if we click on logo, only the logo will be displayed. Okay, then if we increase the size of this logo, this might be a good look for your site, but I think the logo and the title was better. And we're going to decrease the size to 50 pixels. And next we can change our site title, which is Online Academy. We can also change our tagline, which is Learn All About WordPress. We're going to change this tagline right now. So we have changed the tagline, and next is the site icon. So the site icon or fav icon is very important. It's displayed beside the name or the URL of your website. This is very important. So we are going to select a site icon. So the logo has to be 512 by 512 pixels, otherwise it won't look good, but we don't have the image right now, so I'm going to select this one instead. So I'm going to crop it. Okay, so we have updated our site fav icon. Now you can see this is how our site fav icon will look like. Okay, so after you have done everything, click on Publish to save all your changes. Okay, so let's get back. Okay, so we're back over here. Now let's click on the header and let's see how you can change the menu. So this is the header builder. We have seen the similar header builder in Blocksy, in Astra. So this has 3 rows, the top row, the main row, and the bottom row. And how this works is basically you drag and drop the elements in one of the positions of these rows, and those elements will be placed on your header immediately. So you can see all the elements, the logo, the primary navigation, and the button has been placed in the main row. So if I want to add something else, say for example, if I want to add my search button, I can simply drag it and drop it over here. And you can see that the search icon will appear over here. Okay. Then if we try, we can also add our social media icons, although we don't have any place for it. So let's place it on the top row over here. Okay, you can see it's sitting over there. It's not looking that great, so I'm going to remove it. But let's keep the search icon. It's looking good. Okay, so now it's time to learn how buttons work. So we will be using our buttons to redirect the user to another link or another page. So what can you do to customize this button and add some URL or link to other page? So you can simply hover over this button and then click on this pencil icon. And on the left side, you're going to see it has taken you to the header button customization menu. Okay. So you can access this menu in another way. So if we go back, you can see there are the header elements over here. So we can click on this button and it will take us to the same screen. Okay. So how does this work? So the first option that we see is the label, which says get started. So obviously you can understand whatever you write here is displayed in the front end. So instead of get started, if we write something else, we have written start learning, and you can see the same thing is written on the button. So you can name your button or put a label to your button through here. So I'm going to write get started again because it was looking better. Next, you can see the URL field. So there's only a hashtag over here. That means that this button will lead you to nowhere. Okay. So we want to add a URL to this button so that it will redirect the user to another page. So which page should this button lead us? Okay. So the first step towards learning, our students have to register to this LMS site in order to enroll into courses or purchase courses. So that should be the first step, registration. So we need to put the link of the registration page to this URL. Now, what is the URL of our registration page? To know that, we are going to go back to our WordPress dashboard. Okay, so we are here in our dashboard. Now we want to find the link to our registration page. To find the pages, hover your mouse over pages over here and click on all pages. So these are all the pages that we have on our website. Okay, to create a new page, you can simply click on this add new button, but we already have all the pages, so we don't need to create another one. So you can see the registration page is over here. If you click on view, it's showing you the registration. Okay, and here it says, hello, this is our username. Looks like you're already logged in. Want to sign in as a different user? So if we log out now, we are going to see there's a form over here. Since we're already logged in, we are not seeing the form. Okay, so if we edit this page over here, we can see the form. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, now you can see how this page was built. You can see the form is over here. It has the username, email, first name, last name, and a password, confirm password, and a registration button. Okay, so that is how the form looks. Now we want the URL of this page. Okay, so you can find the URL on the top of your browser, on the URL bar of your browser, or you can copy it from here. So here is our page URL. We are going to copy this. Okay, so we have copied. Now let's go back to our dashboard over here. Okay, now let's go back to the customization menu, and here we can place our URL. Okay, and that's complete. Now we can click on publish to save our changes. So now our button has a URL. Now before checking this out, let's look at the other settings and talk about it. Here are 4 settings. I'll just talk about a few of these. The first one, open in a new tab. So if you enable this, what will happen is if your students or anyone clicks on get started, it will open a new tab in their browser and open the registration page there. Okay, I don't want that for my page, so I'm disabling it. And the other one is set link to no follow. So this one is a bit advanced, but still let me explain it to you. If you enable this feature, what will happen is it will add an HTML tag to this button called REL. And it's going to set the value of REL to no follow. Now what that will do, it will tell the search engines to ignore the link of this page and not count it towards your website's backlink profile or page rank. Okay, so the other two settings, you already guessed it what this two does. If we move on to the next one, which is the button style, it offers us two styles, the filled and the outline. The filled one is looking much better. If we click on outline, you can see the design gets changed and it's not looking correct because we have to actually modify it. To change this design, what you have to do is you have to go to the design tab over here and customize the design yourself. But it will take us a lot of time to do that, so we're not going to do it. We're going to go back and set it to field. And again, another feature, button visibility. This is also very important. So to whom this button will be visible? Since this button directs users to the registration page, if a user is already registered, he or she doesn't need to go to the registration page again. So we can only make this button visible to the logged out users only. Okay, so if we select this, the button is going to go away because we are logged in right now. Okay, so this is a neat little feature. You can select this one. I think this is a very good option for you, but for me, it's important for me to work on the front end, so let's add this button. So now we are going to click on publish. Okay, after it's published, we can go back and close the customization menu. Okay, so now let's check out our site. Okay, so now if we click on get started, you can see the button is directing us to the registration page. Now for the form, since we're not seeing it, let me log out and show you how the form looks. You already know how it looks, but still let's complete this step. So I'm logging out. Okay, so I have logged out and now you can see I can see the form. So that's how you can customize everything. We have the search button over here. So let's customize our menu. We don't want this menu, we want our own menu. To customize your menu, let's go back to our dashboard. And from here, hover your mouse over appearance and you can see menus over here, so click on it. Okay, so this is where you can create your menus. Okay, currently this is a menu which is called the online course menu. It has 3 elements. Of course, this isn't the menu that's being displayed on the header, but we are going to create our own menu. You can create a menu by clicking on this link over here, create a new menu, and then click on save menu to save that menu. But we are not going to do everything from scratch, so we are going to simply rename this menu and customize it. So first we are going to give a name to our menu. We're going to call it header menu, and we are going to have some changes in this menu. So these are some pages that we have. So we have some posts in our website. We can add these posts, but I don't want the blog to be in our website. So I'm going to click on this drop down and click on remove to remove this element from our menu. Now let's add some courses. So I'm going to click on pages and I'm going to add some more pages. So first one is the home. Then we're going to include the about, the contact, and the registration page. So I'm going to click on add to menu. So all these are now added. Okay, so this is our menu currently. So after you're done, you can simply save the menu like this. You can also select from here where you want to display your menu. Okay, so after you have created your menu, simply click on manage locations. And then in the primary section, we're going to click on this drop down and select our header menu. And we're going to click on save changes. And then we're going to go to the customization section. And you can see that our menu has already changed. You can see it's home, courses, registration, about, and contact. So if you don't see this, that means the menu isn't selected. So go to the header section. And while in the primary navigation, just click on here. And from here, where it says select menu, you can select your header menu over here. Okay. You can also select what menu will be displayed in the mobile device. So if we click on this icon over here, you can check if your site is responsive. So if we click on the menu right now, it's going to show the exact same menu. So we don't need to actually change it, but if you want, you can set your header menu from the mobile menu. So we're going to fix it over here again, and then click on publish. Okay, so that is how you can customize the menu. Okay, so our header customization is complete. So we have learned how to customize the logo, how to change the menu, and add links to buttons. So now let's actually look at how you can change your designs and add your courses over here. Okay, so from here we're going to click on edit page. Okay, so this brings up the Gutenberg editor. From here we can design our page. So it's a very long page, so let's go through one by one. So how this entire thing was built was they added a section over here, and in the section they divided into several columns. So we can see this one column and two columns, so two columns. They added an image over here, and they added some text and buttons over here. Okay, and what I'm talking about is the Gutenberg blocks. You can see there are Kadence blocks. There's one section over here, so you simply drag and drop and add a section. And then in that section you add several row layouts. So if we put our row layout over here, we can select two sections and then go to the design library and add in images and other sections. So there are a lot of sections in Kadence block. You can just simply import this and customize it to your liking. Okay, so we're not going to go through the design, probably in another video, but right now we are going to only see how you can customize all of these. So I'm going to remove this section, and if you want to know how things are built, you can simply look at this list view, and it will show you how everything is built. Two sections, and the sections have some texts in this rollout, more sections, advanced text, this text, this text, so more text and an advanced button. So all these were built like this. So I'm going to close this list view and show you how you can customize this. Simply select this text, and from here whatever you write, it's going to be displayed over here. So I'm going to write something else here. So this is the text that I have written. You can just simply type it. You can also design these texts. For example, this color, it's orange. You can change another color. Say if I want to change this color to something else, I'm just going to select this and select the dark color. So you can simply change or customize this color, but I think the orange color was a lot better. So I'm going to select this. And next here, the text says learn from industry experts. You can simply type in and replace it with your own text. I'm not going to do it right now. And other things are all fine. These are some lorem ipsum texts. Let's keep it as it is. And only browse courses. You can see that this button has no link. You can see if I select this button, in the button link over here, it has nothing. So let's add our URL. So this is our URL of the course list page. So I'm going to click on this submit icon. Now our button has a link. Okay, so this hero section has been designed, and here you can change your image if you want. This is another section, and this is another image. You can change these images if you want, but I'm keeping it for now. The Kadence block that has been used over here, which is the advanced gallery. So to change images from advanced gallery, what you can do is click on this edit or add image, and then you can add any images from your gallery over here. So I'm not going to do that right now because I like the image that is over here. So I'm going to simply click on this close button and keep these images. So if we scroll down, the next line is pretty much similar. So we don't have 10,000 courses. So we have only, let's say, 50 courses. Okay, so I'm going to write 50 courses and expert instructors. Okay, let's keep it over here, ultimate access. So if you want, you can remove these sections. Simply select this entire section, click on these three dots and click on remove row layout, and this entire thing will be removed. Okay, so let's scroll down, and here's the featured courses section. So you can see that these are not our courses. So we want to display our courses over here. Okay, so let's go ahead and select 3 courses from our course list and add links to our course to these images and texts, and also change the prices and ratings. Okay, so first let's go to our courses page. So we're here on our courses section. So I'm going to click view, and now we're going to copy the URL of this course. And now in this section we can simply come over here and select this image over here, and we're going to scroll down from here, select the link settings, link to custom, and from here now it gives us the option to paste in the URL. I'm going to paste in our URL. Okay, so we have added in our URL. So now let's click on update. And let's see if our page is working correctly. Okay, so if we scroll down and if we hover our mouse over here, you can see that it turns into a hand icon. So if we click on it, it's going to take us to the WordPress for e-commerce page. Fantastic. So our link is working. So now let's go back and now let's change this image and this text. And I think we need to add another button over here. The price that's mentioned here, we're going to change that as well. So let's click on edit page once again. And let's scroll down and let's change this text over here. Okay, so we have replaced this text and here are some other text here as well. So let's keep this text here right now, but you can replace this text with your course details or course intro text here. So for now, we're keeping it like this. Next, the price. So this price is actually free because we made this a free course. So we're going to write free. And for the rating system, so these are basically icons. So they have placed icons one by one to show you that these are rating system. These are actually icons over here. So you simply select it and you can put any icons over here. All right. So we are going to remove this section. I think it's not looking that well. So let's hold it and let's remove this section. Okay. So now it's looking a lot better. We can also add another block over here. Since there is an empty space, we can add a button over here. So let's see. Okay, so the advanced button has been added. Now let's call it enroll. And we are going to add the URL over here as well. And click on submit. Okay, so it's working perfectly. So now let's change the image. So let's select it. And from here, we're going to click on edit. And we're going to remove this and add to gallery. We are going to add this as our featured image. Okay, so this actually removed the URL. We are going to have to add the URL again. All right, so our work is done. So let's skip ahead and do the same for these two as well. Okay, so we have changed the images of these two courses, and we have also added the URL links of the respective course. So here you can see the links are all added. Okay, fantastic. We've also changed the pricing as well. So now we can just simply scroll down, and here we have the amount of students that have enrolled into courses, the available courses, and expert instructors. So these are basically texts that we can change. So if we want to change this, let's say we don't have 850,000 students. We only have, let's say, 270 students. And how many courses we have? So we are going to delete this. We only have 50 courses, 50 plus courses. And for expert instructors, let's make this 100. So you can basically change this text. You can change these texts and let people know how many students have enrolled, how many courses you have available, how many expert instructors are there in this website. And then we can scroll down, and here are the popular subjects. So we don't have this many categories, so let's remove all of these and add our own categories. Or what we can do is we can remove some of these and keep only a few of these and replace with our own category links. So to do that, simply we're going to click on this block over here, and here it's written blockchain. So we're going to change it and we're going to call it something else, design. So next we are going to have to add our link to it. So let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. From here, let's go to courses. And now from actions, we're going to select course categories. And from here, let's select our graphics. So this is a category we have. We're going to click on view. And we are going to copy the URL of this page. So after copying, we're going to simply click on this and click on this URL and paste in our URL. And click on this submit. Okay, now our link has been added. Now if we click over here, it will take us to our graphics category. So we are calling it design. I think it should be called graphics. So we're going to rewrite it. Great. So we have added our category. So let's add a few more of our categories and replace all of these texts and remove those which we don't need. So I'll skip the video ahead. Okay, so we added our categories. These are the graphics, arts and crafts, businesses, health and fitness, software and IT, and web development. So other things we can remove. So from here, we're going to remove this DevOps. We can actually remove all of these. We are going to remove all these here. And we can remove this. Okay, so these are the subjects that we currently have. Okay, so instead of having this over there, we can add it over here, so it would look more nice. So let's select it. Okay, so let's remove this block right now. So we're going to select it and remove section. Okay, so it seems we cannot remove this. So let's take a look at this list view. I think we need to select the row layout. And from here, we can display 3 columns. Okay, so now it's looking a lot better. Now let's scroll down. And here's another section that says top categories. So the previous one, it's only showing the text, but it might be a lot better if we have our category with images as well. So you can keep either this section or keep both of these sections. So let's see how you can add your course categories and add them over here. So we're going to select this category, and you see there's no link over here. So we are going to go to our categories page. Okay, so we're here in our categories page, and let's select the software and IT. We're going to click on view. Now we're going to copy the URL. Okay, so we've copied the URL and now paste it. And we're going to hit on submit. So that's it. Now it has a link to our category. So it says software development, but our category says software development and IT. So let's replace this text. Okay, great. So I don't think we need to change the image. It's looking good. So let's move on to the next one. Here we can paste in another course category. Okay, so for the next one, we should actually change this image. So from here we can go to styles, scroll down and select media settings. From here we can click on this edit image and paste in one of our images. Okay, so now it's looking better. So let's paste in the URL, which is here, and okay. Okay, so that's how you can customize these things. So I'm going to replace all of these with my own course categories, so I'll skip the video ahead. Okay, so we have added in all our categories. Now these all have our links, and some of the categories actually don't have any links because we don't have this category, the marketing and the culture, so we can remove them. Just simply select this, remove info box, this, and we're going to select remove info box, select this and remove info box. Okay, so the design isn't looking that well, so we are going to change it. So to change this, let's bring out the list view and select this particular section. So let's select this one, and here let's copy it. So I'm going to press Ctrl C on my keyboard and select this block and press Ctrl V. Okay, so that added our section. So now we can remove this bottom section. So let's unfold this and let's select this row and remove the row layout. Okay, so fantastic. Everything is working perfectly. We have added in all our categories. Now we can simply update the page. Okay, so let's move on, and here's the section that says start learning and grow, join in. So we can actually pick our courses page and copy the URL and paste it over here. So let's go to our WordPress dashboard, and from here we're going to go to pages, and here's the course list. We are going to click on view, and we're going to copy the URL of this page. Now let's get back here and select the button and paste in the URL and click on submit. Okay, so everything is working perfectly. Now if we want to become an instructor, we can actually do the same. We're going to select this button and add in the link to our page. So let's go back to our website and let's go back to dashboard. From here we're going to go to pages, And from here, where is the registration page? Okay, so this is it. So let's click on view. So let's just copy the URL of this page. And from here, we are going to select the button and paste in our URL and hit enter. Okay, so that's it. And the next section, you can actually select this logo and add in the company logos you work with, or you can completely remove this section if you want. So if we click in and remove the section, we can remove it. So let's scroll down, and this is the testimony area. I think it should have heading text explaining what this is. So let's add a text over here. Let's hover our mouse, click on add block, and add a section. And from here, we're going to click on the plus button and search for heading. Advanced text. So let's select this, and we're going to write words from our instructors. Okay, so we have written this. Next, you can edit this text the way you want. You know how to edit the text. It's really easy. Okay, let's scroll down, and that's it. Let's keep these sections. We are not going to change anything because you already know how everything works. We are going to click on update, and our page has been updated. Now let's see how it looks. Okay, so this is how our site currently looks like. So the menu is all there. Let's see if the links are working. If we click on courses, it takes us to our courses page. We are going to edit this page later on. Let's see if the registration page is working. Okay, so this is the registration page, and if we click on about, this is the about us page. So you can change all of these texts if you click on edit page and customize this entire page and add in your own contents. Okay, so if we click on the contact, this is the contact page. Same for this one as well. You can just simply click on edit page and you can add in your own texts. You can use this map to show the location of your office, or you can simply remove this section if you want. And there's the frequently asked questions. You can also use this. So you can actually customize this entire page from the Kadence blog builder. Just click on the edit page and you can do it because I've already shown you. And okay, let's go up and let's see if the get started button is working. It's going to direct us to the registration page. So everything is working perfectly. So let's get back to our home page. And let's scroll down, and so here's the text that says we have 50 online courses. If we scroll down, the featured courses are all here. So let's click on this particular course and see if the link is working. Okay, so it's directing us to the course. So everything is working perfectly. So let's get back. And let's scroll down over here. We have some text over here that says how many students have enrolled, how many courses available, how many expert instructors. And then we have popular subjects, top categories. So everything is working perfectly. So let's see if the top categories is working. So we are going to select, say, business. So it's showing us the category. There's the category description. Fantastic. So everything is working perfectly. Okay, we're going to click on this become an instructor button. It's taking us to the registration page. So it's working. So one last thing that we need to do is design the courses page, and I'll also show you how you can display your courses dynamically. So let's go to the courses page, and in here we're going to click on edit page. Okay, so now let's scroll down. You already know how to edit these things, so you can add your own texts. So here's the top rated courses. I've already shown you how you can replace these texts, how you can copy your courses and paste it in. But if you think about it, it's actually a lot of work, going back and copying the URL of your courses and then pasting it in. So let's learn how you can display all your courses all at once dynamically. So I'm going to select this entire section and I'm going to remove it. Remove row layout. Now I'm going to add in another block, which is a LearnDash block over here. So I'm going to click on this plus button and click on browse all. So from here I'm going to search LearnDash. So it's showing me all the LearnDash blocks, and in here I'm going to select the LearnDash course grid. Okay, so as you can see, all our courses are being displayed over here, and they're being displayed in a very beautiful style. So this is how you can quickly display all your courses. If you don't want to go through the long process of copying and pasting your course URL on other blocks, this is an excellent way which you can use to display your courses. If you're wondering why I showed you the long process, it's because if you wanted to have variety in your design using the blocks, Kadence blocks and Gutenberg blocks to design a card such as this one, then copy your course URL and paste it on the card. So the option is there, you can do it if you want. But if you don't want to do that, if you want to quickly display all your courses, using the LearnDash course grid block is the best way you can display your courses. Okay, so let's take a look at this design. As we are admin, it's already telling us that we are enrolled. It's showing us the title of the course, who is this course made by, and the course category. It shows the course duration, total number of students, total lessons, total quizzes, etc. So if you want this design, you can also change it because they've given you some design options. In the template section, you can find the skin. So there are 3 skins: the grid, masonry, and list. So if we select the masonry, it's going to stack all the courses like this. Okay, so the masonry actually looks nice in some cases, but in our case, I don't prefer it. Okay, so let's go back to the grid style. Okay, the grid style also has a problem. You can see that some of these cards have unequal height. Okay, to make their height all the same, what you can do is, let's fold this and go to styles, and from here we can enable the equal grid height option. And now you can see that all our cards are of equal height. It's looking much better. Okay, so let's go back and explore some more design. So the first style is called grid 1. Let's see how the second style looks. So if we select grid 2, okay, you can see this is another style. It shows the course title over here, some description, and continue study. It's really nice. Okay, so let's see how the grid 3 looks. Okay, this is another style. So you guys can pick any style you want. Okay, so I'm going with the first one, grid 1. I think it was looking really good. So in order to customize what will be displayed in the card, you can also change this. So if we fold this and expand these elements, here you can actually control what you can display in your cards. So for example, if I don't want to show my images, I can disable the thumbnail. It's going to disable my thumbnail and show the other course contents. Okay, so I'm going to enable this, and then you can also choose your thumbnail size. I think it's perfect the way it is. You can disable the contents if you want. That's another way to go with it, but the problem is that your course title won't be shown. In that case, your course title has to be added on the image. So in our case, it doesn't work, so I'm going to enable the course content. You can also enable or disable the course title. You can also decide if the title is clickable. So if someone clicks on this title, it will take them to the course. And finally, the meta. So if you don't want to display these options over here, duration, total students, total lessons, you can simply disable this meta feature. And you can see that only our course title is being displayed. So we're going to enable this. You can also enable the progress bar, but I don't think it's needed. And finally, there's the pagination option. So if there are, say, 10, 20, or 50 courses, then there will be a load more button over here. So if you click on that button, it will show more courses. You can also see there's a view all courses button here, but I don't think it will be necessary. Okay. If you want that option, what you can do is go back to your WordPress dashboard, create another page just for your courses, and place in this block, and then disable this pagination option. And then all your courses will be displayed in a single page. Okay, so I don't think that is necessary, so we are going to ignore this for now, but you can also remove this. Just simply click here and remove the single button if you want, but we're keeping it because it's looking nice. Okay, so actually let's take a look at the load more button. It would be better if we take a look at it. So let's first fold this and let's go to the query and posts per page. So let's bring it to, let's say, 6. Okay, so we're going to have 6 posts over here, and there's the load more button. So if we click on the load more button, it's going to show us the other courses. Okay, so we are going to go back to the default 9. So that is how your load more button works. Okay, so the other option that I wanted to talk about is the filter option. So if I click here, it shows a place where I can search for my courses using keywords. And here underneath the categories, it's showing us uncategorized. So the filter feature isn't optimized or customized properly. So let us do that first. So let's go to filter, and over here you can see categories is selected, but it's only showing us uncategorized over here. This actually is our categories from posts. So we haven't added any posts to our website, so we don't want to show that. We want to show our course categories. So let's scroll down, and here is course categories. Select this one, and now if we click on filter, you can see our course categories are over here. So your students can use this filter to display their courses over here. Okay. So after you're done, let's just close this up. I think this is looking much better. Now let's scroll down. And here's another section that says lists of courses. So we can actually go ahead and copy our course designs and place it over here, but I don't think that is actually necessary because I have already shown you how to do all of these. Going through this again will take more time. So go ahead and explore your designs. All right. If you want to explore, you can explore and add your designs. Okay. So for other sections, I think these are all fine. We don't need to customize them. And there's the topic list. So if you want to display your course topics, you can do that. Although I don't know if that's a good idea. To do that, you can simply add in a block. So let me show you. Let's create a block over here. Browse all, and we're going to search for LearnDash topic list. So from here, you can see there's an option called LearnDash topic list. So if you add it over here, all your topics will be displayed over here. You can also add LearnDash lesson list if you want, but I don't think that's a really good idea, showing all your topics, all your lessons in a single place. So the option is there. If you want, you can do it, but I don't think that's a good idea. So let's close this. And I think our design is complete. Everything is looking perfect. So let's update our page. Okay, fantastic. So let's go back to our dashboard and visit our site. Okay, so everything is completed. So we have updated everything. We have connected the buttons, and we have added some heading over here. One final thing that I wanted to show you is customizing the footer. So I told you earlier that I will show you. So let me quickly show you how you can customize your footer. So to customize the footer, you can click on the customize over here. And let's scroll down over here, and you can see the footer option is over here. So click here, and it will bring up the footer builder, and you can already see the footer builder is same as the header builder. The only thing different is the elements that you are putting in it. So footer builder is actually built with widgets like this one. Okay, so all the widgets are placed over here. You can click on this cross button to remove these widgets if you want. You can also customize these widgets. You can also change the position of these widgets. You can just grab it and place it over here. So we're not going to do that. I think we're fine with this. If you want, you can change this copyright text. You can simply hover your mouse over here, click on this pencil button, and then you can put in your custom text. Okay, but we're not going to do that right now. There's the other thing is the social icons. Just hover your mouse over here, click on the social. And here you can see the option is there. If we click on this arrow, and here the item label shows Facebook, you can actually add your Facebook link over here. You can also choose your icon, what type of icon will be displayed. To add your social link, what actually you can do is let's scroll down, and here's set social link. So I'm going to click here, and you can actually copy the URL of your Facebook page, Twitter, and paste it over here. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay, let's get back to our footer builder. Social media icons. You can also click on this add social button to add more social media links. So for example, if you have a LinkedIn page, if you have Dribble account, you can paste it here as well. Okay, now about these widgets, how can you actually customize and put in your own content? So for example, if you want to add your descriptions, say just hover your mouse over here and click on this edit button, and then add your text. As you can see, you can just simply replace this with your own text. Okay, or you can add more blocks just like you did with the Gutenberg or the Kadence builder. Okay, so let me quickly show you one thing what you can do. Let's say we want to put in our header menu over here. What we can do. So let's click on this edit button, and you can see these links are over here. These actually don't have any links. If we click here, you can see these have no links at all. So we're going to remove all of this, and what we can do is add a block over here, and let's search for navigation menu. Okay, this is the navigation menu, so we're going to select it, and then from here we are going to select the menu, which is the header menu. Our menu is being displayed over here, so that's looking really great. So that is how you can customize your footer. So after you're done, simply click on publish, and let's go back, and let's click on the cross button. Okay, so that brings our tutorial to an end. We have created a multi-course LearnDash website with so many courses. We have created a course, added in topics and lessons, added in contents such as videos and text within those lessons and topics. We have created a course certificate and added it to our course. And we have also customized the front end of our website. So if you guys found this video helpful, give it a like, share, and subscribe to this channel because it encourages us to make more helpful videos like this one. And stay tuned to this channel because we will be uploading more helpful videos. Okay, take care.